Santa Pod on a wet and windy Thursday afternoon. It's the day before Bug Jam 17 opens to the public. The traders are setting up, the dance tents are up, VWDRC racers are arriving for Monday's eliminations, and the only thing which does not look ready is the weather. But hey, we know the sun will shine in the morning, so who cares?
Hi Mum, I'm her boyfriend. Hi Mum.
One of the things that makes Bug Jam so special is the trade area, where it's possible to get virtually anything from clothing and surfboards to those hard to find replacement parts for your aging V-dub. By lunchtime, there's already a big queue of people signing on for Run What You Brung, and the fire-up lanes were filling rapidly.
I'm Haytham Razagi. We're here at Santa Pod for Bug Jam. I'm with Scott here at the Half Pipe.
Hello there, I'm Scott from Dirtbag Clothing and Extreme Sports UK. So Half Pipe, we're doing a demo here for the guys at the Bug Jam. Well, we've got pro BMXers, we've got pro skateboarders, we've got pro inliners, we've got a girl on the team. Yeah, we're pretty good.
So you're all professional sponsored riders?
Yeah, well, I used to be, but I'm too old and fat now, so it's just the younger ones. I leave it to them, like, you know what I mean?
Okay, you're in charge of running the show, I take it?
Yeah, I own Extreme Sports UK. That's a professional ramp building company. We build skateboard parks and ramps up and down the country, and I also own dirtbagclothing.co.uk, and it's a new light skate and extreme sport hoodlum clothing, so anybody who wants them out there, it's www.dirtbagclothing.co.uk.
So you had a lot of interest in the ramp this weekend?
Yeah, it's been banging. The people here at Bug Jam's been wicked. We've got a real good vibe going on. You know, it's wicked. We're really pleased to be here, and it's been good for us.
So Scott, can you tell us a little bit about the bikes you're running today?
Well, the BMXs, they're basically 4130 chrome moly, made to the highest standards. They're real special high pressure tyres. They run at about 120 psi. Everything's chrome moly, you know, real tough TIG welded stuff. You know, they have to be when you see the height these guys are jumping out of here, and sometimes they fall off and the bikes have got to take a bit of banging.
It's the middle of an English summer, it's blazing hot. What are we doing standing in front of a ski slope?
I'm trying to introduce a few people to the sport, to be honest. Just give them a little go, you know, a little mini lesson, and see if they can survive.
So have we had any problems with regards to the heat?
Yeah, lots. We're trying to put water and things like that on to make the slope a little slidier. But because it's so hot, it's just all coming straight off. And
Have you got any plans for next year? What are you going to do to get over the problems you've had this year?
well, hopefully, finance allowing, we're going to try and get a snowmaking machine, which we can put real snow and constantly put new snow on, which, you know, is called snowboarding for a reason, as opposed to carpet boarding.
Run What You Brung drag racing is a large part of Bug Jam. The range of cars running on the track is breathtaking. From fully prepared race cars to immaculately turned out show cars. You'd think some of these were never even driven on the street, much less raced on the track. From family campers still with bedding and curtains in the windows, to rusty looking old sleepers with modded engines that took everyone by surprise. If it's V-dub, then someone, somewhere will try to race it. More and more Bug Jammers are taking part, and the times just got better and better through the weekend.
Okay, we've popped on over and we've found the Spooky Massive. They're from Essex, and well, this man has a few famous cars, so tell us who you are and what it's all about.
I'm Frosty. I've been in the scene for absolutely yonks. This is one of my babies. This is the XJ Dean show car. It's been around sort of since about 96. Built by the brother of the guy that runs a paint box. I've also got the short and split, the one that does the wheelies, a little tiny green and white one, but unfortunately I've broken the fourth gear, so I bought the Cumming down instead of the Kemper today. So.
And I know the engine in the split's quite powerful. Tell us about the engine and where it is now.
Yeah, the engine originally comes from the gear, and I thought I'd drop it out and chuck it in the back of the camper just to see what was going to happen. I generally run a Type 4 2 litre in there, which is quite pokey, but this one's got a much hotter cam and nicer carbs. So I took the engine out of the gear, chucked it in the bus, done some pretty serious wheelies, done the gearbox in, and then decided to drop it back into the gear and just to see what happens, really. So, yeah, getting around in the gear now.
Frosty dude, you just said you've been in the scene for a long, long time. Tell me, why Volkswagens?
It's almost impossible to justify, to be honest. It's I don't know, it's something that just gets inside you, gets into your heart and everything. I mean, I never started off with Volkswagens. The first car I had was a Fiesta or something like that. And then I got into 2CV, strangely enough. And then I just bought my first Beetle, went out and sold my Fiesta, which was a completely crazy thing to do. And then I had a nice, sensible car, and I went and bought something that was totally old and unreliable, and everybody told me not to. And ever since that first Beetle, I've just absolutely loved them with a passion. You know, I actually own 4 at the moment, but they come and go. You know, I've had buggies and all the rest of it, you know, and splits and bay windows. I've had everything, you know. I absolutely love it. But I can't actually quantify why I'm into them so much. It's just like a drug, I suppose. Just something that gets into you, and that's it. You can't get it out.
Fair enough. And our favourite time of the year, of course. Do you want to finish this off with telling us a bit about your Bug Jam experience so far this year?
It's been pretty good, actually. It's been nice and sunny. It's been a nice, cool, relaxed sort of atmosphere. But I am missing being on the strip, I must confess. I'm missing the wheelies, yeah, and I'm hoping people aren't going to miss it too much. But I think they'll understand that when it gets that sort of abuse, it will break.
Okay, we remain with the Spooky Massive, and John's been nominated. Interesting man, interesting stories. John, I understand you've had your van for quite a while.
Yes, had it since 1982. It's a working van. It goes to beetle bashes and carts all my vintage racing motorcycles around on a trailer. So it's a full working van. It was my sole vehicle up until about 95 when I succumbed and bought a car because it really needed restoration, and it's an ongoing restoration project.
Excellent stuff. I like to call them restoration when they got a bit of character like yours there. So I see the little fellow in the windscreen here with its bespoke spooky top there. What's the story behind that and who made it?
I had the orange Tango Man at home, and my 14-year-old daughter Bonnie came round and, without me knowing, borrowed it, and that's how it got returned all spookied up.
Now, apparently you've been driving it around for quite a while before somebody stated the obvious, and your registration plate suits the van a treat. How did that come about? How did you not realise driving a bay window van?
Because in sort of the 80s, it was just a van. I weren't into the Beatles scene, just a camper van, because I had big beard and long hair and all that. I was parked with some other Beatles, and someone come up and said, "Is that a personal plate?" I said, "No." "Why?" It's a Bay 2. I said, "So?" So it's a Type 2 Bay. "Oh yeah." I've had people offer me in excess of £1,000 for that, and I said no, it goes with the van and it stays with the van, and I'll never ever sell the van.
Okay, now we've bumped into the Spa Dub Club, a fairly new club on the VW scene, but a club full of real quality cars. I was fortunate enough to be invited along about a month ago now. We saw some of the cars in the flesh, and now we send them out on the track. And we bump into Stu. Stu, your car's fairly special. How long have you had it?
I've had it about 5 years, but not in this state. I only got it as a bit of a wreck, but been doing it about 5 years, yeah. Today is the outcome.
It is a beautiful, beautiful car. Was it your first Volkswagen?
No, I've got it's now a Shed, Beetle on hydraulics, light blue one, but run that down the strip about 3 years ago for the Shoot Car Street Out. That was pretty cool.
Cool. I'm always tongue-tied, dude, and I always admit and have a laugh about it. You did mean the streetcar shootout, didn't you? Yeah. But that's cool, that's cool. So tell me, what's the theme with this car? Was it show, go, just a pleasant mix of the two?
Bit of both. I wanted a show car, always have, but no point if you can't drive it. So, like I've been doing today, drove it here, it's first long outing, and gave it some stick down the strip, see what we can do.
Tell us a little bit about how long you've had the bus and the little bits and pieces you've added, because it is quite special, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I've had it for about 4 years now. It's been sort of working on it every night for 4 years. I've done everything on the bus apart from the chrome work myself. So painted, engine, IRS'd, all the interior. It's actually got a left-hand drive Devon interior in it, all made in oak as original. Everything works on it. It's a usable bus, but it's got some nice little touches and some nice accessories on it.
Now, you are, in fact, a very, very modest man. In fact, just about every catch in there you've machined yourself using machines and bits and pieces. And you've also replaced half the roof, if I remember right, from that Spa Dub Club meeting that I came to.
Yeah, that's it. When I first got hold of it, started pulling out the little bits of rust and stuff that are in it, and found there's actually a chair leg, a metal chair leg, welded into the roof to hold the rear hatch on. So I've actually replaced from the middle of the front door to the middle of the rear hatch, down all one side and round the corner is all new, about 4 inches up into the roof.
Fastest times of the weekend went, as always, to the awesome 5-horse jet cars of Martin Hill. These cars don't need any introduction, but just watch the camera in the tower bounce around. The whole building shakes under the thrust of the afterburners.
Okay, well, we've just found out we've got some Antipodean friends here, so we're going to play that age-old game, Through the Peephole. G'day, what's your name and where are you from?
Elizabeth, I'm from Perth, Western Australia.
Brilliant. Have you been in England long, or did you come over especially for Bug Jam?
Just about a couple of weeks ago, just for Bug Jam. Yeah, my sister's boyfriend, Rex, over there, yeah, he said it's pretty wicked. So yeah, I like the VW, so I thought I'd come along for a trip.
Brilliant stuff. Was it everything you expected it to be so far?
Everything and more, mate. Everything and more. Definitely good. Yeah, I brought my New Zealand friend with me, and yeah, she's enjoying it too.
Excellent. So what have you done today?
Just a bit of drinking, watching the whatever.
Run what you brung?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's good fun. Definitely checking it out. It's good fun.
So you're obviously enjoying the Bug Jam experience. Is there anything like this back home?
Definitely not. Nothing as big and like exciting as this. Just your normal drag strips, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay, so it really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks very much for your time, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will give you a shake and wish you a very good night. Bye. Mad. So, do I call you Keith or Scooby-Doo?
Keith will do, fine.
Smashing. Keith, you're about as good as a pogo as I am, so I presume it's just another one of those wacky Bug Jam props?
Yes, it is. I use it as a prop at about 11:30 like that to hold me as a prop.
Good man. Tell me, is the Magic Roundabout bus yours?
Yes, it is, yes. And artwork courtesy of my daughter. There. She did all the artwork from scraps of paint found in the cellar at home. So we've got emulsion, Amorite, gloss, whatever was kicking about, she's used to paint the panel.
Brilliant, and it does look very tidy indeed. So how long's it had, the unorthodox paint job?
About a year.
And just brings smiles everywhere you go?
It certainly does, yes, and that's the main thing.
Brilliant, well, I like Volkswagens that bring smiles to people's faces, having owned and driven a few myself. But tell me, why a Volkswagen in the first place?
In my blood. From years ago. I just can't explain it.
Okay, well, we've bumped into a few of the Welsh gang from the Cardiff Club, and we found Dave, who was out on the track earlier with his Spider, the Porsche replica. Dave, tell us a bit about the car.
Well, the car I built about 5 years ago now. It took me about 3 years to build. It cost me about quite a bit more than I thought, about double the price. But since I've had it on the road, I built it to thought I could sell it, make a bit of money, but no chance I wouldn't sell it now. I just keep it. I think I'd keep it.
Just too much fun and too much party personality now, yeah?
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, you get some stunning looks. It's the sort of car that you could drive it alongside a Ferrari, and people just look at it for what it is. It's just so impractical. That's what makes it fun. I mean, it's just no practical at all. It's gets soaked in the rain.
Bug Jam, the long and the short of it. Okay, well, this is the dude. I first met the dude down at the Bristol Volksfest, and he's been put together by a group of guys from Western Super Air, the VW club, and the idea is this summer to make him as famous as possible.
Right, yeah. and as many magazines and get him as much sort of exposure as possible, sort of thing, yeah.
Brilliant. Now, over at the British Volkswagen Festival, which is the last time we saw the dude, you said would it be possible to get him down the track at Bug Jam, and I recommended you made some safety modifications. So let me see whether it's happened. Okay, we now have some straps, so hopefully we can bolt the dude onto a Team Botch car tomorrow.
Right, to get it work.
Saturday morning brought the first full qualifying session for the VW DRC. There were a record number of racers entered this year, which would mean a 64 car elimination ladder in sportsman class. Lunchtimes are always a little strange at Bug Jam. This year we take a trip down the track in a motorised rickshaw. Can you spot yourself on the bank? And then there was a cookout competition on the start line. The one guy reckoned he was cooking hedgehog, but it looked more like plasticine to us. Got some old VW parts to sell? Or even a car? Then why not bring them along to the Auto Jumble and Cars for Sale areas? The Supermod cars have long been welcome guests at Bug Jam. With their super smoky burnouts, these awesome door slammers put on a great show and lay down some really good times.
Hey, Bug Jammers, we're in bed with Jensen D. Groover. He's the man from the car wash every night. Tell us, Jensen, how many years you been here?
I've been here now for about 10 years. 12 years. No, about 4 years. No, 5. I get so confused at my age because I find the older I get, the more confused I get. But
well, no matter.
It's actually 9 years. I was joking.
It says 9 years.
It's exactly 9 years, yeah.
Okay, so next year's your 12th year then?
Next year's our 12th anniversary, where we've got a party lined up for those who want to come. It's in Huddersfield. You say Huddersfield or Huddersfield?
I never say anything like that. Now, tell us about the leg.
This is the lucky leg.
As a check card.
Most people say, "Hey Jensen, what's that leg?" And I say, "This is the lucky leg." You know, with this leg, I say, "Oh, lucky leg, I love you." Nah, nah, nah. And everything's okay. I calm down, you know. But if I don't got the leg, I don't got the action. If I don't get the action, I don't get in the flow, you know. Hey, kids at home, get yourself a lucky leg.
Well, here we have the lucky leg, Jensen D. Groover. We love you, guy. Okay, here we find in the food area Dr. Evil and his incredible pussy. Dr. Evil.
Mr. Bigglesworth, not a pussy. Mr. Bigglesworth, okay?
You had a good evil show?
Yes, very evil. He's unbelievably evil. It's very quasi-evil, see? Okay.
Okay, we're still in the food area, and we've got a very pissed person with us. Pissed person, how much have you drunk this weekend?
I've drunk not quite enough, but more than I should have, I reckon.
And I can smell, a strange weed on your breath.
The weed may come from the organic society that's surrounding us at the moment, but otherwise I am a purely hops man.
And Bug Jam good for you this year?
Very good. It's been a superb year, and we've had the best people and the best buggies that I've seen ever, personally.
You do know this is a Vauxhall event?
Oh.
I love this pork. Yum. It's so good. Are you all from... Yeah? Really? Your mother must have been busy. Good Bug Jam. And the camera, Bug Jam. Okay, wandering around the trade stands, we find Cafe Met. What a wonderful drink. And we've got Natasha, who hopefully, that way, hopefully is entering Miss Bug Jam. Our job is to find delicious and gorgeous Cafe Met girls to enter the competition, especially when it's cold out. And hopefully they'll be winning tomorrow. The owner of Cafe Met is here. Why did you come to Bug Jam?
Because we want everyone here to try the right target markets. All 20 people, upmarket, professionals.
And how much vodka's in it?
I'd like there to be quite a lot, but unfortunately there's none.
Okay, on a more serious side, at Bug Jam, obviously we're having a lot of fun, but there's a serious side of it as well. We like to help people out as much as possible, and we've got Cardiac Risk for the Young, a registered charity. They've come along as a family. Tell us a bit about the charity.
Okay, Cardiac Risk in the Young, or CRY as we affectionately know it, basically supports sudden death syndrome. This is a condition which is hereditary, affects Laura here on my left and her older sister, and which killed their dad 9 years ago. We're trying to raise awareness that up to 8 people a week are dying from this condition, and we just want people to have a look at what we've got to say and make up their own minds about it.
And is there a website people can look more into this thing?
Yes, indeed. It's www.c-y.org.uk.
And how do you feel about bringing children to an event like this?
Oh, we've got no problem at all. This lump here absolutely adores it because she can be herself. Ponchos, hoodies, everything is great as far as VW World and as far as Santa Pod is concerned. So it's going very well.
And what's the best thing for you? The ice cream?
Yeah.
Okay, Bug Jam isn't just for old people like me. It's also for the younger. And we've got, what's your name? Jude's 3.5. Next one we've got?
Shani.
How old are you, Shani?
6.
Shani 6. Oh!
Shani.
Shani! Sorry, so sorry. Got attitude at 6. Can you believe it? And next up we've got
Emily.
Emily, just look into the camera.
I'm 7.
Emily's 7. Brilliant. You had a good time?
Bug Jam! Bug Jam!
talented artist on his way up and up. Nadine, big round of applause for Nadine. Well done. And I think he's going to... Ready for a bit of tunes, yeah? Alright, we'd like to start off this set with a song by Bob Marley, a little slow one for you. This is called Redemption Song.
Over the weekend, the two V-Dub dragsters put in some much improved times. The Green Machine of Paul Jackson finally put down the 7-second time he has been looking for. And if you want to know what it's like in one of these cars, let's go on board the black dragster of Kev Metcalf and see just what it's like in the driving seat.
Hello, welcome to Bug Jam 17. This is one of our Virgin traders. We'd thought we'd come around and get him to say a couple of words. What did you think of the show so far?
It's really cool. I like it. It's great things. Just people are so chilled out. A lot of fun, a lot of chat. It's just great being here, really.
Excellent. And well, basically, we're going to give you a couple of seconds to sell your what you're about and why you're here.
Well, this is another one because you wouldn't know by looking, but we are actually a Leicester-based extreme sport company. We do skateboards, snowboards, mountain boards, all that sort of thing. It obviously branches out to surfwear and so on.
Here we are with another trader. This is Kieran. Once again, why are you here?
Just here to enjoy the show and stuff, and see the crowds and stuff, and have a few beers and have a laugh and meet people. So
Excellent. And so far you've been doing all that and having fun and making a bit of money, I hope.
Well, yeah, no, it's pretty good. It's well, you can see the products we've got and stuff. It's wicked.
Hello there. So, ladies, what's this all about?
Babes with attitude. BWA. If they can have the elite boys racing group, we can have the elite pink girls group.
That's excellent. Is there any speed involved with this? Because obviously we've...
We're quick movers. We're very quick movers. It's what we achieve, so they think.
Here we are in the club camping area again. This guy is pretty well known, Buzz. He's racing this car. I know a lot about this car. Actually, I know pretty much everything. It's a right old classic. Just one question, Buzz. Did you shower this weekend? Right, this car is one of my personal favourites, I must admit, owned by Stuart Gross. He built it himself years ago. I know so much about this car, so I've only got one question for you, Stuart. Did you shower this weekend?
No chance.
So obviously you can see the car jumping around like a loony a minute ago. Why?
Hydraulics, mate.
Because you can.
you. It's gonna mess you up now.
Highlight of the weekend for many people is the Show and Shine competition, and who better to take us around than organiser Jay Townsend.
Okay, we're in the Show and Shine area, and we've got with us
Julian Hunt.
And Julian's got this very nice Type 2 panel van. What year is it?
From 1952, Volkswagen bus.
How many trophies have you won with this?
Lost count. Can't remember it. It does get something. It tends to get something everywhere it goes.
And the amount of hours to get it to this standard?
6 months on the body and paint. The guy who did the body and paint was the key to it. All credit to him. 5 months, absolutely solid. He didn't work on anything else, just this. And quality of his work, incredible.
And a lot of trouble getting the parts?
Yep, but working at Carman Connection, where I do work, we specialise in early Volkswagen parts, and that opened a few doors for me. It helped a fair bit. It would have taken a lot longer if I hadn't have had that, and a lot more money, of course.
In the Show and Shine area again, we've got Carl Bartz with us. Tell us a bit about your car.
Basically, it's a 1971 chassis with a 1999 Mexican body shell, which was built in the back garden at Ipswich, really.
Excellent. So you didn't have to deal with any of the rust problems you normally get?
You do, on the floor pan, all of the halves were replaced on the floor pan, yeah. And, you know, the normal battery areas, what you do suffer with, but had a whole rolling chassis, and then I looked at the original body and thought, no, I think we can do better than this. So I had a word with Jason over at Beatles UK, and all went from there. Yeah,
fantastic. Well, it does eliminate a lot of work by getting a new body, and testament that they do come out really nice. Thanks very much. Good turnout of nostalgia cars. Here to tell us about the nostalgia section is Stuart.
Right. Okay, the camera's that way. Okay, the nostalgia basically was started up on the Machine 7 Automotive Forum. Simple thread saying, well, these old show cars, and a lot of people got in touch, and I have lots of cars on the register. I have over 85 now. Today we've got just over 30 cars. They range from old school to cow look, stock, and even buggies and Bahas. The main criteria is anything pre-1998 that was famous at the time, magazine featured, can come into nostalgia, and it's good to show the new people in the scene, all the old show cars, and people in the scene that've been in here for quite some time, some sort of good memories of cars that have gone by.
Quite a rare car we got here is a 59 Cabriolet Ghia, owned by Darren Jacobs. The car's been in the show scene for years and years, regularly turns out. The nice thing with Darren's car, it's a good mix and match of old. It's kept the styling quite traditional and almost stock, except for one or two key pieces. But in fact, it's running a 2-litre bus engine, which is water-cooled, Audi alloys, and one or two items which are newer. But essentially, the car is stock. But it's a beautiful car, comes here regular, and nice to see it here again. Okay, still in the show and shine area, we've got Lee, who's got this gorgeous
56 oval, slammed pretty a lot.
It's seriously slammed.
It's not on hydraulics either.
It's not
on hydraulics, no, or airbags. It's just properly slammed.
So it's a bit of a kidney jerker.
Definitely, yeah.
This is Fabrice from
Paris in France.
All the way from Paris, and he's very lucky because the sun's come out while we're doing this.
Yes, I think for England it's a big chance.
It is a big chance for England, you're quite right. The shows in France, there as many people as these?
No, this is very big. And in France, this is the Super VV National, and it's a little less smallest. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, it's nice to see any foreigners over here with their top cars. This is like really nice. Thanks for coming over. I hope to see more French people, and the Belgians always come over with their race cars. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Now, Fon's had trouble filling out the form, but we still let him in. Tell us a bit about the car.
68 gear, coupe obviously. Had it for 2 years now. Yeah, Flame's been on there about 2 years. Done mainly all up in Doncaster.
You do the paint yourself?
No, had it done by a hot rod guy called Ashley Markham. Superb bit of artwork he's done too.
Yeah, the flames on this really nice and subtle, well executed. It's an excellent job. The show and shine today been good for you?
The whole weekend's been good for me.
Yeah, and it's up time, yeah?
Oh, it's been superb. The racing, the sun, love it all.
Winner of Best of Show. Hold up the Gub Madge Trophy. And also winner of the Volts World's Choice. Yes, it is. Lyndon Creamer. Unfortunate surname, but nice car. Lyndon Creamer. Best of Show, Bug Jam 2003. Big round of applause.
Just like the weather, the track action was getting hotter and hotter.
Sunday afternoon. The highlight of the whole weekend is the show and shine. Always a brilliant turnout. Top cars. After the show and shine, Miss Bug Jam, which everybody loves. Sit back and enjoy.
Absolutely brilliant. Mark's hobby is into VW skateboarding, scratching. Well, I thought he was going to say that. That's absolute class. Just on the end there, please, Mark. Oh, it's hot! Oh, I'm a bitch. It's got something on the back here. Turn around. That's where our Phil Penn went. Fernando! Big round of applause! Ladies, Fernando! He's the devil. All the way from St Albans. What must we miss the bunch Jam, best outfit. You haven't filled out much on here, Will. Good weekend? Yes, very. What did you get up to last night? Got very drunk. Very drunk. Did you have this on last night? Yes. Did anyone see him? Was anyone bothered? No. I'm a sexy boy. He wants to be Mr. Bug Jam because I want to be on stage. Well, you fulfilled your ambition. The best feature is your tan. Yeah, sure it is. The worst feature? White bum. You're going to show us? Oh, use the showers next time, please. Oh, sorry. No, closer. Can you get closer to our judges, please? You want it closer? Daisy! I didn't think you were going to make that. That was very, very good. You're still going? Right, Daisy, where are you from? Peterborough. Your best feature is your udders. Your worst feature is your nail. Oh, your towel, sorry. He's got a skinny towel. Very, very good. You're going to wind it off? Yeah. Judges, what do you think of Daisy? Captain Viagra last year? Go for it, go for it. The winner. Does anyone have a thing to do with this? Because it's two contracts the other way. Number one. Number two. Number three. Number four. Number five. I think we have a clear winner, the man with the lovely bongos. James. Jimmy Jim. Mr. Bug Jam 2003. Big round of applause. Our first contestant is Vicky Chapman. Alright, Vicky, nice to see you up here. Is this your first time?
Yeah, not my first time Bug Jam.
How many times have you been to Bug Jam?
5 times.
5 times. Beat up owner?
I'm a partner with.
Oh, she's got a partner. Ooh. You were in the audience a short while ago. And we dragged her out right there. Oh, sorry, boys. Do you know him? Have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Come again next year? Yeah. Excellent. And you keeping all this on? No? What are you going to do then? Scorecard. Very nice. It's a 12. You gonna beat up?
I have a seat.
Is it?
It's like 66 calories. Very yellow.
Oh, big up owner as well. Big round of applause for Nicola. Straight off the EastEnders. She's all over Devon. Welcome, Devon. Who's down the other side? Up the bench. Okay, you do fire eating?
Yes, I
Where'd you do that?
do. At home sometimes.
Cooking's that bad, huh?
Pretty bad, yes.
Your best feature's your smile. She has got a wonderful smile, but I can see some better features. She can belch loudly. Can you belch to us now?
No, I can't. I did a few earlier. I mean, it's too late now.
Joe's vital statistics, your average tits. Do you believe the fall? Do you believe the fall? Your worst features, your arms. Why is that? 2 years of horse riding. Amy's hobbies are eating, drinking and shagging! Were you shagging the weekend?
Yeah.
Just one guy?
Yeah, he's over there somewhere.
Where is he? Oh, right with the judges now. The best feature is her rear smile. No. Rear. I don't know. You want to see her rear? The best features are her stomach. She's a very slim lady. That tan. Woo! And the worst features are her fingernails. Oh God, they're gross. Tanya, thank you very much. What's your name?
Natasha.
Natasha. Now, Natasha, we spotted yesterday, and I believe you phoned my mate last night. It's Louise Michelle Rigg. Have a little dance down the front for us, Michelle. You have a good weekend?
Yeah, it's been wicked.
Single?
Maybe. Definitely.
Thank you very much, Louise, for over there for us. Girls alarm. I was sure that no men were entering this if they lied to me. Imagine girls, Mildred. So now it's going to get better than Five. Best Bug Jam number 2.
Okay, we've had a fantastic Miss Bug Jam and Mr. Bug Jam. Our overall winner is Natasha. We spotted her while wandering around. She works for Cafe Met. They do a chocolate milk drink, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
And Natasha, I think, is one of the most gorgeous contestants we've ever had. A clear winner. The audience went absolutely mad. Would you come to Bug Jam again?
I would, yes, definitely.
And would you get them out next time?
Have to wait and see.
And you had a good time while you've been here?
I've had a wicked time.
The final activity of the weekend came from the races of the VWDRC and the Supermods. With so many cars running, it was a bit of a struggle for drivers to turn around fast enough. But with talk of traffic jams on the motorways, the huge crowd stayed right till the final run. Brian Burrows gave away over 5 seconds here to Natasha Garcia, but couldn't quite catch it in the Sportsman quarter-final. Stuart Hines in the far lane ran Neil Davies close. But in the end, Neil took the win. A red light for Michael Garrity gave Catherine Bishop an easy win. Semi-final time in Super Modified saw Graham Ellis facing Steve Rawlings. Graham took the win. In Sportsman's semi-finals, Natasha Garcia faced Stephen Lee and led all the way. The second semi brought together Neil Davies in the near lane and Catherine Bishop. Neil just takes it on the line. Semi-finals in VW Pro saw Brett Lincoln in the far lane meeting Justin Eldred. Justin played catch-up and took the win. The second semi saw an easy bye to the final for Paul Bate. Super Modified final saw Graham Ellis in the far lane racing the Rover of Danny Cockerell. A storming 7.652 gave Danny the first final win of the day. Alternate engine final brought Wayne Allman in the far lane up against Ian Saul. A strong run from Wayne's Chevy Power Beetle was too much for Ian. In Sportsman final, Neil Davies gave Natasha Garcia a big head start. But she still took the win. A close run VW Pro final saw Paul Bate and Justin Aldridge neck and neck all the way, with Paul just taking the win. So that was Bug Jam 17. What more can you say except see you next year for Bug Jam 18.
Dad, relax, mate. Go for it seriously. Go on, mate. Really good.